Hello, a very good morning to all my dear students. This is your Ratsa, and I'm back here with your mathematics class. And still, we are here in the chapter 6. The name of the chapter is Squares and Square Root. And today we'll be completing, I think 4-5 questions are left. Today we'll be completing this chapter. Then from the next day, we will be starting a new chapter, okay? Okay, without any delay, let's start. Today is Monday, my dears. It's Monday and date is 10th August 2020. So let's read the question. Find the least number which must be added to each of the following numbers so to get the perfect square. First of all, what this question is asking you, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to explain you. You just look at the screen. Do not look at the writing part, whatever I have written here with the pen. I'm going to write something on your screen. Look at here. Suppose the question is here, the question is asking you what must be added, isn't it? So it will be a perfect square. For example, if I give you a number 8, we know that 8 is not a perfect square. But if I say 9, 9 is a perfect square, isn't it? The square root of 9 is 3 because 3 square is 9. So if I give you 8 and I ask you what must be added here so that you get a perfect square, which is the least number that should be added with 8, you will say, sir, we have to add 1, so you will get 9. So this is a perfect square. Is there any number less than 1 which must be added in 8 to get a perfect square? There's no number less than 1 which you add here and you get a perfect square. So that's why the smallest number that should be added to 8 to get a perfect square is 1. So this number you have to find. Now how you will find? This is also very easy. Look at here. Let me take 8 only. First of all, we'll find the square root by division method. So we have to use the table of the same numbers. 2 2 is 4, 3 3 is 9. So we'll use 2 2 4. So what is left after subtracting? 4 is left. Is there something to come down? No. That's why you cannot divide again. Okay, so 4 is the remainder. If remainder exists in long division method, then what we can say is the number over here, the square of this number is less than this number because remainder is here. 2 square is 4, isn't it? Is less than 8 square, that is 16. Are you clear? So what we do is, we'll take the next nearest square. After 2, what comes? 3. So 3 square will give you 9. So 9 is a perfect square now. Now 9 minus 8. 9 minus 8 will give you 1. So 1 must be added in 8. So in that way you get a perfect square 9. 1 should be added to 8. So what must be added? 1 must be added. So in this way you have to do. I know all of you have not understood yet, isn't it? Now let's start the question. And you please look at the screen very carefully, then you'll understand. This is very easy, my dears. If you have understood long division method, you'll understand this. See, the first question is 525. So for doing long division method, to find the square root, you have to make a pair from behind. So 2 and 5 is pair at the back and 5 remains alone. So you need to divide 5 first. So we have to use the table of the same number. I am again repeating. You cannot write 5 ones of 5, okay? So we have written 2 2 4. After subtracting, how much we get? 1. So what will come down? Both the pairs will come down. If something comes down in division, you can divide it again, isn't it? Now this 2, the first 2 will be added over here, so that you leave a space and you'll write 2 plus 2, 4. We don't have this 2 at the back for now. Okay, we have only 4. So I have written 4 in my rough. So what I need to get is 125. Okay. So first of all, I have tried with 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20, 21, 22. So it has become greater than 125, isn't it? So I'll try with the smaller number. I've tried with 3 now. 3 3s are 9. 3 4s are 12. 129 is also greater than this 125. Again, I'm going with number 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Now see, 84 is less than 125. Now I can divide. So what I'll do is, this 2 I'll write after 4, and this lower 2 I'll write it over here. So now I get 84, and after subtracting I get 41. Now you must be thinking, why I have not divided again? You can go on dividing only if something comes down. After 25, is there something to come down? Nothing is there. So that means 41 is the remainder. 41 is the remainder. So you will write, as we have a remainder 41, so this 22 square is less than this 525. Okay, if you do 22 into 22, whatever you'll get will be less than 525, surely. So we take next nearest square, that is after 22, what comes? Successor of 22 is 23. So we'll take the square of 23. So 23 and 23 you multiply, you get 529. So see, now we have 529 over here, and this is 525. Now let us subtract this two. Required number to be added. What must be added? 4 must be added, because 529 is a perfect square of 23. Okay, but 525 is not a square. So that's why after subtracting you get 4. So that means 4 must be added. If you add 4 in 525, if you add 4, you get 529. So 529 is a perfect square of 23, isn't it? So this is the way how you do it. Okay. Now lastly, the question is asking you also find the square root. Now you have to find the square root of this 529, because this is a perfect square. We already know it. What is the square root? If the square of 23 is 529, the square root of 529 is 23. So we have written 23 is the square root. I hope you are clear with this. Okay. Okay, let's go to Roman number 4 here. And one thing, the rest numbers are your homework. 1825. Okay, we have written here, we have make pairs, 2 pairs each. 4 4s are 16. As usual, 4 will come over here and will add, it will become 8. Now 8 I have written in rough. I have tried with 5 first. I got 425, which is less than 225. Sorry, which is greater than 225. So again I'll go to the less number with 2. I got 164. So it's 2 less. So I tried again with 3 also, but it comes greater than 225. So we will use 2 at the back. Are you clear? So this 2 I'll write behind 8, and this 2 lower 2 I'll write behind 4. So we have written 164, and 61 is a remainder. Nothing is there to come down. Are you clear? There's nothing to come down. So that means this is a remainder. So as usual, what we have done here, we'll do the same thing over here. As we have a remainder 61, so 42 square is less than 1825. So we take the next nearest square. After 42, what comes? 43 square. So you do in rough 43 into 43, you get 1849. Okay. So 1849 is the perfect square. Now let us subtract 1849 with 1825. You get 24. So that is 24 must be added. Required number to be added. You subtract the 2, you get 24. So 24 must be added here to get this number. 24 must be added over here to get this number. Okay. So the square root of 1849 we already have here. What is the square root? 43. So this is very simple. Okay, my dears. Okay, let's move to the next question. That is question number 6. And remember, question number 5, the remaining Roman numbers are your homework. You'll do it today in the evening. Okay? Okay, let's move to the next video.